Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Nguma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you some stocks that y'all should be keeping in your watch list for today. And I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions for those of y'all who dropped your stocks of interest in the comment section of last night's video, right after the intro. All right, y'all, right off the bat, the SPY right now is not looking too great. Let's change this thing to the 5-minute. Throughout the past few days, I told y'all that I wanted to see the that I wanted to see the SPY retest that previous level of resistance, right? And right now it's currently at it. Will it bounce? Again, this is the part where all of you apply patience and you be very, very careful. I told y'all that during these sessions, the only people who win, the only people who are winning and who win are the day traders. Swing trading can be very annoying right now during these times. The important opportunities are during the middle of the day. Will it bounce? Honestly, I hope it does. But as of right now, again, I have to tell you guys to just be patient and see exactly how it behaves. If it bounces up over here and then retests it again and then bounces up again and makes a higher high, then we can see that the dip buyers are holding the market up and they don't want this thing to tank. But if it just keeps playing games like this and then falls below here, you should be worried. You should be very, very worried. And once again, when the whole market tanks, the majority of bullish looking plays all tank as well. Keep that in mind as you are trading in the stock market. Again, now the first stock that y'all should be keeping in your watches, which is actually on the thumbnail. I really, really like this one. That one is QS. All right. And QS at the moment is dipping along with the market, which is expected. It does not surprise me. All right. But the pattern on here that I see is actually on the 1. As you can see right here, it's setting up perfectly for a breakout today, actually. All right. So keep that one on your watch list. Be very patient with it. Be very patient. The setup is looking extremely nice right now. And dip buyers have been buying up these lows. Short sellers have also been causing lower highs at the top. All right. We will see who wins with this one. Keep this one on your watches. We made some money on this before with the falling wedge right over here. It performed to perfection. It broke out nicely, consolidated, and went all the way up to the price target of $65 and even went up to 60 bucks and to $70, right? And right now, again, it's still in there. It's forming another very bullish pattern that we like. Keep this one on your watch list. Hopefully it holds up and breaks out nicely for us so that we can buy this thing all the way up to 70 bucks, maybe even $75 right over here, right in this region within the next few days. All right, this is by far the cleanest apart from WM looks extremely clean right now as well. WM, this is the other one that you should be keeping in your watches. This was from yesterday's video. The flag is there. It's holding up its gains regardless of what the market is doing, which is why I really like the WM. So two stocks for today are QS and WM. Watch these ones for sure. They are very, very, very clean. All right. Now let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest. The very first one that we're going to be covering, we're gonna cover F. We're gonna cover Ford. All right, and some of you have been asking about the stock. I made a previous video a long time ago. I showed you guys this thing right here on the weekly. Yeah, I showed you guys this, that it broke out of this very long flag right there. It broke out nicely and it moved all the way up to 11. I told you to watch this thing for a long. I'm not bearish on it at all. I think it can go up even further. The price target that I had when we were in these regions near 11 was 13 bucks. It's getting closer to it. It's getting closer. And honestly, I think it can even go higher towards $14 right over here. All right. It's getting there. It's almost there. And plus there is an ascending triangle on the daily, which I'm sure some of you saw already. Yeah, this one is looking clean. I didn't like how it broke out here first, but then again it tried again and it took out that previous high. All right, it's looking very nice for a long, for a continuation. Everything is lining up perfectly. I'm not bearish on this one for all of you who have been asking about it. Now the next one that we will be addressing in this video is UWMC. Yeah, UWMC is had a tremendous dip. Again, short sellers were on the stock, right? I took a previous trade over here, and then at the top it formed a bearish engulfing candle, and it just kept falling and falling and falling. And right now it looks like it has life. It looks like it wants to go back up. Let's look on the 5. The 5 minute looks clean, but you should be careful though. You should be careful on this one. Reason why is because it could collapse. It could form something like AMC, which we will talk about very soon, right? The setup is looking nice. Watch this one for a breakout, and also be watchful and keep in mind that you could be trapped. Keep in mind it could spike to $12 and immediately fades, and I'm gonna show you that one, like that example, really quick in AMC. So AMC, again, this right here is what I'm talking about. Know the risk, especially if you are a beginner trading in the stock market. Know the risk. This can happen to your trade. All right, keep that in mind. And again, it's looking bullish right now. UWMC. I like the setup. It's looking very clean. It's bouncing off of the lows, right? And it's looking very bullish with tremendous volume. I think it's gonna go higher, but I also keep in mind that traps are normal, so manage your risk as you are approaching this trade. All right, and don't get caught off guard. The next one that we'll be talking about in this video is WKHS. And somebody asked me to talk about this one. The reason why it's all red is because a few days ago I told y'all that we will be involved in this barn sideways trading, right after this dump, and so far it's doing exactly that. Like, there's really nothing interesting here. It's going sideways. Nobody is winning. The longs are not winning. The short sellers are not winning. It's just going in here sideways. All right, and honestly I think it's gonna keep going for a while. Will it bounce? Yes, I think it will. It is on a tremendous dip. It dropped by like 60% from the top. I think this might be a 70% drop. Yeah, it dropped by like 70%. And this is a tremendous dip buy for all of you long-term investors out there who are looking to scoop this up and who are looking to dollar cost average in on the way back up. All right. So far, again, this is the accumulation zone. Now, the next one that we will be discussing in this video is SOS. All right, and SOS, I talked about this one. I featured this one on the previous video. This stock is about to go crazy. It was bouncing off of the lows. I talked about it pre-market on the 1st, and then I addressed it that afternoon. And so far, it's looking pretty good. I think it can make it in here. All right, I think it can make it to $9 very soon. I'm not bearish on this one. I'm not selling this one. I'm still long on it. All right, so keep this one on your watch list for sure. It's behaving pretty well, and this is what we want to see. We want to see the stock continuing to grind up here all the way up to the price target. And then after that, again, don't be too greedy. Take some money off the table, pay yourself, and then if it presents something else later on during the day, then you can capitalize on that. All right, but as of right now, my thoughts and opinions on SOS still stands. Now, in regards to, I'm gonna follow up on Fastly. I featured Fastly before, and Fastly didn't do too well. All right, and the reason why I got out of this one was because of what happened yesterday. Pre-market, there was some news about a private about this thing right here, convertible senior notes. All right, and then this thing tanked a little bit pre-market. I didn't like that at first. I decided to be very patient with this one until it showed me something that I as a short seller cannot ignore. I as a short seller never ignores. All right, it showed me this thing right here, and this is by, I think, the 7th time I show you guys this, about how I use this thing to not only cut losses but to also short. All right, It formed a very bearish pennant. The appropriate entry for a short intraday was right over here, and where to take your money off was anywhere down here or at the open right now. Again, don't be too greedy for the day traders who took this trade. Again, like I said, swing trading very risky. The opportunities are on the intraday, especially during these market times. I cannot stress this enough. I cannot foresee this pre-market, or I cannot foresee this, especially after it dips. All right, the opportunity presents itself. It looked very bullish over here. I went long over here, and then when it started stagnating, I got out of it here, broke even. There was an opportunity to go short. I don't see this thing to go short until that appears. All right, things become more clear as it goes. So just keep that in mind for those of y'all who were holding this thing to the long side. Will it bounce? Yes. But I just wanted to point out that there was an opportunity to get calls or to go long at an even cheaper price. Again, learn from these, especially if you're a beginner and if you are struggling to read the charts. And that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, it helps the channel grow faster and it allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on these pre-market analysis videos, which are released from Monday to Friday at exactly 8:15 a.m. Central Time, 15 minutes before the market opens, and a post-market analysis videos, which are released every single day in the afternoon. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul Nguma and at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is new to you, if you are interested in getting started in the stock market, I left some step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 15 minutes or less for you to get signed up with everything you need to start trading immediately. You can also get 2 free stocks after signing up with Webull using my very first link in the description below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma with PATTERNOLOGY LAB, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video. Be very careful out there. Manage your risks. Look for day trading opportunities. And most importantly, don't get caught on the wrong side of the trade. Enjoy the outro.